This is Lesson 32, Session 2. Develop graphing points and finding distances. Write the ordered pairs for points A, B, and C. Figure it out on your own and then press play to check. When we are finding ordered pairs, we always do X first and then Y, that means over, first and then up. So A is over 2, up 3. So A's ordered pair is 2, 3. B is over 4, up 4. So the ordered pair is 4, 4. And C is over 3, up 2. So C's ordered pair is 3, 2. All right, let's get started in our workbooks. Try it. The coordinate plane shows the locations of buildings in Max's town. From the school, Max walks 3 units to the right and 5 units up to a park. Then he walks to the library, which is located at the point 1, 7. Graph the label points to show the locations of the park and the library. Write the ordered pair for the park. How many units does Max walk in all? Assume Max takes the shortest path along grid lines from the park to the library. Okay, please pause your video and find your solution, then press play. So what we are asked to find is the ordered pair for the park is the first thing. So from the school, he walks 3 units right. So I'm going to underline here from the school. And then he goes 3 units to the right and 5 units up to the park. So we're not starting at the origin, it tells us from the school. So we're starting right here at the school, and then we go 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 units up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am going to label this P for park. It says write the ordered pair for the park. The park is at 5, 7. So I'm just going to write P for park is at 5, 7. How many units does Max walk in all? Assume Max takes the shortest path along grid lines from the park to the library. So he starts at the school, he's starting right here at the school, and then he walks to the park. After going to the park, then he walks to the library, which is at point 1, 7. The library isn't marked on here, so first, in order to solve the second part of this, we need to find the location of the library. So the library is over 1, up 7. And I'm going to mark this point L for library. So he starts at the school. Let me get my laser pointer here so you can see that better. He starts here at the school, and then he goes to the park, and then he goes to the library. And it says that he's walking along grid lines, so we have to follow these paths. So starting at the school, we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 units from the school to the park. And then from the park to the library, we have 9, 10, 11, 12. So all together, Max is walking 12 units. Model it. You can use the graph to find the coordinates of Max's starting point. Max starts walking from the school. The red and blue arrows on the graph show how to determine the coordinates for the school. So we can see here we have over 2, so the x is 2, and up to the y coordinate is 2. Picture it. Plot points to show Max's path in the coordinate plane. The blue arrows on the graph show the path Max takes from the school to the park, and then to the library. Count the total number of units indicated by the arrows to find the number of units Max walks in all. Starting from the school, we counted over 1, 2, 3, and then we go up to the park 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then over to the library 9, 10, 11, 12. Connect it. Number 1. Look at the coordinate plane in the first picture it. Where does Max start walking? What is the ordered pair for this location? So looking at our coordinate plane, Max starts over here at the school, and the ordered pair for the school is 2, 2. We go over 2 and up 2. Number 2, explain how to use the coordinates of the school to find the coordinates of the park. Then find the distance Max walks between those two locations. So starting at the location of the school, Max walks 3 units to the right of 2, 2. So he's already at 2, and then he walks 3 more units to the right. So 2 plus 3 more is 5. Then he walks 5 units up from the school. The school is already at 2 units up, so when we add 5 more, 2 plus 5, we get 7. The ordered pair of the park is 5, 7. The distance he walks is 3 plus 5 equals 8. So he walked 3 plus 5 more to get 8 units between the school and the park. Number 3, how does the location of the park relate to the location of the library? Explain how to use the coordinate plane to find the distance Max walks between the park and the library. From the park, he's walking 1, 2, 3, 4 units over here. They told us that the coordinates of the library, the ordered pair is 1, 7. So if the park is here and the library is here, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 units from the park. We can also take 5 minus 1 to get 4 units. The total distance Max walks is 8 units plus 4 units equals 12 units. Number 5. Explain how you can use movements along grid lines to locate points and find distances in the coordinate plane. Count along grid lines from a starting point to an ending point. If the locations are not on the same grid line, then you can find the distance traveled from one point to another by adding the units you move left or right to the units that you move up and down. Number 6, reflect. Look back at these strategies. Which models or strategies do you like best for solving problems about distance in the coordinate plane, and explain. Please pause the video so you have time to write down your reflection. Number 7. Julia plans a rectangular park using the coordinate plane below. To get from one corner of the park to another, Julia travels 3 units left and 6 units up. Draw arrows on the coordinate plane to show Julia's path. Write the coordinates for her start and end points. Please pause the video so you can give this a try and then press play. Okay. Julia plans a rectangular park. To get from one corner of the park to another, Julia travels 3 units left and 6 units up. Show her path. So the only possible starting spot here is right here. So she starts right here and then goes 3 units to the left and then 6 units up. Then she ends at this point right here. None of the other points would work because if she started here at K, that's no longer part of the shape here. And if she started here at A, we can't go up because that's not part of the shape either. So we know that she started at point R, which is located at 6, 2. So she started at 6, 2, which is point R, and she ends at point P, which is at 3, 8. Use the coordinate plane in problem 7. What is the perimeter of rectangle park? P-A-R-K. Show your work. So to find the perimeter, we add all of the sides. So we know that KR is 3 units, and we know that PA is also 3 units. Segment PK we see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. And segment AR is also 6 units. So when we add all of those together, we have 6 and 6 is 12, 3 and 3 is 6, and 6 plus 12 is 18 units. Number 9. Use the coordinate plane in problem 7. What is the length of Julia's path from point R to point P in the park? Make sure you're pausing so you can do these on your own and then check your work. So we are starting at point R and she's going to point P. And she can't just go across diagonally, she has to follow these grid lines. So if we go over 3 and then up 6, she's traveled 3 plus 6 units. So altogether, Julia has traveled 9 units. Your assignment for session 2 is pages 667 and 668.